Hi, I'm Bugsy and I'm an addict. I'm going to be reading just for today, September 13th, 2024, Something Different. Page 267, basic text, page 13. We had to have something different, and we thought we had found it in drugs. Many of us have always felt different from other people. We know we're not unique in feeling that way. We hear many addicts share the same thing. We searched all our lives for something to make us all right, to fix that different place inside of us, to make us whole and acceptable. Drugs seemed to fill that need. When we were high, at least we no longer felt the emptiness or the need. There was one drawback. The drugs, which were our solution, quickly became our problem. Once we gave up the drugs, the sense of emptiness returned. At first, we felt despair because we didn't have any solution of our own to that miserable longing. But we were willing to take direction and begin to work the steps. As we did, we found what we'd been looking for, that something different. Today, we believe that our lifelong yearning was primarily for knowledge of a higher power, that something different we needed was a relationship with a loving God. The steps tell us how to begin that relationship. Just for today, my higher power is the something different that's always been missing in my life. I will use the steps to restore that missing ingredient to my spirit. Okay, so for those of you like me who don't follow religion or specific deity and stuff, I think also the missing ingredient is the trust and the belief you have in yourself. And if you do follow religion and God, yes, having a closer relationship to God, the God of your understanding, that can help you keep on the straight and narrow. We had something missing, and I think that we sought so much in other people, other things, in other ways to fill that void that we always felt and we just didn't know. It was always nagging, like what's missing. And in a way, when we started using drugs and drinking and all that, we made friends. As broken and intangible as it was, and as brief as our friendships were, it was something to fill that hole in our heart, even for a moment. And then we started to realize that the hole was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we were getting higher and higher and higher, to the point where that hole was so big, there was nothing that any drug or drink could fill it with. Like, we had no way out of that emptiness and that isolation and that sorrow and that darkness. But then when we put the drugs down, the hole started to close and our heart started becoming whole. Even if we didn't notice it right away, we started to realize that, hey, I remember I like painting. Oh, hey, I liked listening to music that wasn't always talking about, the worst things that can happen in life. Oh, hey, I remember I used to read all the time. You started to remember things that you used to love that actually were filling the void, but you just didn't notice. And then you started going, hey, what are you doing? That looks fun. Hey, I'm interested in learning that. Hey, you know what? I've always wanted to. And then you started doing. And then you started to feel your heart flutter, your stomach have butterflies, and you started to realize that the void has been there all this time because I wouldn't let the happiness in, because something, somewhere, someone, sometime in my life told me that I wasn't worth the happiness. And so I took the most negative choice and the most negative and dark and dangerous road I could take to find a way to fill that void. And if I can't fill that void and I don't feel the love, that's fine. I don't care, because I don't feel anything. I'm numb. I'm drunk. I don't care. But now we have the chance to grow and feel the love that we always wanted. And that love starts with you. And when you see other people struggling, the wonderful thing about learning how to love yourself and to fill that own void with things that make you happy is that you can reach out and tell someone, I know how to love myself. Let me teach you how to love you. And of course, everybody loves themselves in their own way. So here are the steps. Here's the beginning of the road. Here's the starting point. You find who you are and you run with it. If you stumble a little bit, put your hand up. I'll come get you. But you fill your own void with the love and respect and belief that you can be somebody great in this life. And I'll tell you what, you're going to be glad you're living it. So love yourself. That's the missing ingredient. And I hope everyone's doing well out there, and I'll talk to you later.